You must learn the power of your no. Guys, the thing with success is it's all about what you're not doing than what you are doing. You see, if you do everything, if you don't do anything that is making people unsuccessful, the likelihood of you being successful is really high. But if you were doing things that make people unsuccessful, you're lowering your opportunities for success. This is why you have to learn how to say no and not just no, well, no. I mean no and then mean it. When you say no, you have to mean it. And the fortitude behind your no comes from the level of dedication and focus you have towards the goal that you want. So if you have a goal that you really, really want and it really matters to you, you have to take that energy and aggression you have for that goal and fuel it in your decision making. So when somebody asks you to do something that has nothing to do with your goal, you need to think about that goal and decide, no, I don't want to do this because it has nothing to do with the goal. So no, I'm not doing it. It's not a negotiation. I'm not, don't even explain if they ask you why. Because when somebody asks you why, what they're really asking is, give me a reason that makes sense for me. But your goal is your goal. It will never make sense for anybody else. So that's why you have to just tell them no, not negotiate anything, and not even really explain. Obviously, if it's your parents or whatever and you're living in the same household, it's different. It's for logistical reasons. But outside of that, you need to learn to just say no. And even to your parents, you need to learn to tell them no. Because your goal is your goal, not theirs. So they don't understand why you're doing what you do. And because they don't understand, you can't afford to decide, oh, let me say yes, let me negotiate, because you're negotiating with somebody who doesn't understand you. So make sure for the goals that really matter to you, you are saying no to everything that has nothing to do with that goal so you can invest more time in the goal. The more time you invest in grinding towards the goal, the higher the likelihood and the higher the speed you get to the goal. The more time you invest in things that have nothing to do with your goal, the less likely you are to achieve the goal, and also the less time you have to invest, and generally everything goes a lot slower. But the more you say no to everything else and the more you say yes to your goal, the higher the likelihood, the higher the speed. It's really just that simple, guys. Make sure you say no to things, people, and places that have nothing to do with your goal and mean it. Don't explain, don't negotiate, don't, well, nothing. Just be like, no, go grind. They don't have to understand. They just they have to focus on whatever they're doing. You've said no, let them do their own thing. Don't negotiate, don't try to do anything. Just say no and move on. They'll have to adapt to you because you've decided to take initiative with your no. Understand the power of your no.